Like when you eye to eye, you the same size. Doesn't matter. When you eye to eye, you the same size. Big dog, listen.
I'll show you who the big dog is.
Listen,
I'm gonna show you guys. You know, I don't have to say much. I don't have to say much.
Brother.
No, I'm gonna let my fist do the talking, all right?
Brother,
That's
exactly.
it.
What's good? It's your boy Vince from Protect Yourself at All Times. I wanted to get back to the content, man. I hope y'all had a great weekend, but just to get and jump into it, I wanted to speak on the fight this past weekend. It was the Danny Garcia fight. It was the Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez fight. What was you guys' opinion? If you got a chance to check it out, I got a chance to watch it. It was a really strategic fight. I liked what I seen from Danny Garcia. For him to be out for so long, he took a couple years off. I definitely like what I seen from him. Maybe a few boxers want to take that kind of advice and take some time off. Now that's just throwing that out there, but anyhow, he definitely looked really good. Set up his punches really well. I was surprised because, believe it or not, I didn't actually have him winning. I admit to that. I thought maybe Jose Benavidez would just use his reach, outbox him, use his jab, but that wasn't the case. Danny Garcia set up his punch. It looked like he was throwing his 1-1-2, boom. Throwing body shots, landing the cleaner shots. So he really looked good. His dad, his trainer, Angel, like, he know his son. I gotta give him that. You know, he know his son. He knew what he was capable of. I just think, I feel like Jose kind of was like playing a little too much for me. Like showing off, sticking his tongue out. But you win a ring with a veteran. A guy that don't fall for none of that. Like, Danny Garcia didn't seen everything. Like, he done seen all the styles of different fights, all that type of stuff, man. And if you got an animal like that in front of you, it's not no playtime. I know he felt like, well, he can't hurt me, and I don't think they could hurt each other, but they was landing some good shots on each other. I don't think it was a complete pitch shutout that they gave Danny Garcia, because they had him. So I gotta go back and look at the fight, go back and look at the scorecard, but they look like he pitched a shutout. At least Jose Benavidez had like 3 rounds. I gave him like 4. It's not a complete shutout, but I think he on his side, on the end, man, I don't think he threw enough. He was setting up the jab, throwing a strict punch, but then he was so strategic in throwing his punches, he didn't throw enough combos. That's what it looked like. Danny Garcia, however, was throwing combos. It looked like he was throwing his 1-1-2, boom, 1-1-2, boom, then body shot. Then he was using the ring how a boxer's supposed to use the ring. His footwork was like impressive. And I forgot, like, I really forgot that man could, like, I really forgot Danny Garcia could move like that. Like, he strategically boxed. Like, him going through depression, I didn't know that's what he was going through. So shout out to him for that, man. Like, we all battle those. That's why I chose boxing, because boxing is like the equivalent of life, being able to get hit and still move forward, and he proved that. So I wanted to give him his flowers on that. Benavidez, man, I think he got to get back to that drawing board, man, because I like his style too. Like, you fight tall. Sometimes I seen him like crouching down trying to get to Danny Garcia level, but he could have just used and set up his jab and used the ring, but he was trying to walk forward. Both fighters walked forward. Both fighters was in there. Like, both fighters was like, it wasn't no phone boot style of fighting, but it damn near was the center of the ring. Like, Danny Garcia chose, like, it seemed like he started off a little rusty. After that third round, he started settling down. You could tell, like, his energy changed. He was like, okay, I done felt everything this dude have to throw. I done took on his best shots. It's time for him to, like, know what I'm capable of doing, and Danny Garcia showed that. So he stood in there. There was times he used the ring. He was moving around, using his footwork, but then he'll use his footwork, and then he'll settle down. He'll settle down in the middle, center, and throw like the body shots. He'll throw like the little one, looked like it was his one. He'll hit the body, boom, clean shot. And those points was adding up. So it was landing the cleaner shots. And you know, the point system in boxing, man, depends on how you look at it. A lot of guys don't like the point system. A lot of people complain about that, but I think it was he did a great job. But they was giving him the benefit of the doubt of him landing cleaner shots. Jose Benavidez, man, if I could talk to him, like, I don't know what his corners and trainers were saying, but I would have had him stop playing around, stop sticking your tongue out. I understand he not hurting you in that way. Let's go out there and get the win. Jab, jab. If you're gonna fight tall, use your jab. You know what I mean? Fight tall and use your jab. Throw more combos. It looks like he just was throwing a jab, jab, and a hard punch. He just was like trying to consistently just throw a one hard punch. It wasn't in like a desperate situation. Maybe he thought he was winning. I'm not sure. I have to give him his shout out too. You know, I think he needs to go back to the drawing boards and look at that fight and know when to put pressure on, you know, when you down in the fight, and understand when you fighting a veteran like Danny Garcia, that playtime have to go out the window. Can't assume you winning against a veteran like that, man. But I just wanted to throw some of that out there, man. There was more good fights on that card, actually. I just wanted to throw some content out there. We got a few other fights coming up. I want to hear you guys' opinions and go from there. Other than that, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Be safe, COVID-free. Shout out to Danny Garcia on a win.